What's up, you guys? Welcome to my sacred space. My name is Lauren Victoria. I am a mental health therapist and spiritual coach. And in this video, we're going to talk about ways that you can start, hi baby. Ways that you can start your shadow work journey.
I just landed in another atmosphere. I'm just floating in a still sphere. I bet you have questions.
So I've talked about the shadow and the intro to shadow work on this channel before. You can check out the link and start there if you're unfamiliar with the concept. Otherwise, as a brief reintroduction, we can remember that the shadow basically is associated with working with the subconscious parts of ourselves, right? That are typically associated with traumatic history, undesirable traits, or things that we've been criticized, judged for, whatever the case may be. The goal of shadow work is to then bring those parts of ourselves to light, not so we can eradicate them, but so we can learn to love them and integrate them. We all have shadows, and many of our shadows are tied to similar emotions and experiences. So in this video, I'm going to cover 4 common areas of life that we can identify our shadows, as well as leave some journaling prompts for you to perhaps get to know yours a little bit better. Let's start with one of the most common traits. Anger is a strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility, often involving a strong, uncomfortable, and non-cooperative response to a perceived provocation, hurt, or threat. Many of us have experience with anger as a result of feeling deceived, feeling misled, abused, manipulated, or whatever other negative experience. Anger is a natural response to those types of provocations and a natural defense mechanism. There's also the possibility that you were taught how to be angry by your peers, your parents, your partners, or even the media. 90% of our behavior is learned. We're shaped by our environments and the people in them. It may be helpful to consider who or what in your life showed you what it even meant to be angry. Now, you might be listening to this and thinking, I don't deal with anger. I never blow up or explode on people. But I want to remind you that anger is more than just the cartoon steam coming out of your ears. It can also look like resentment, impatience, hostility. That's because the rawest and ugliest form of anger is not socially acceptable. We tend to hide those parts, and they come out in these other insidious ways. Ways that are more socially acceptable, that we can easily write off or project onto someone else even. To find out if there's any room for shadow work with anger in your life, consider doing these journal prompts. Talk about shame. Shame is a feeling of embarrassment or humiliation that arises in relation to the perception of having done something dishonorable, immoral, or improper. Many of our issues with shame stem from very similar experiences rooted in criticism, bullying, failure, isolation, and judgment from others, especially when it's our peers or even our parents. Shame can be a very difficult, if not dangerous, area to work in because it intertwines around our identity. Shame tells us that we are not good enough, that we are not worthy because we are inherently wrong or stupid or incompetent. And when that shadow goes unacknowledged in our life, we can exhibit a lot of self-sabotage, low self-esteem, disappointment, regret, failure. To consider if shame is an area that you should start your shadow work journey in, start with these few journaling prompts. Next, we're going to start with jealousy, which is very common in this day and age, especially with the rise of social media. Jealousy is defined as thoughts or feelings of insecurity, fear, and concern over a relative lack of possessions or safety. It's also considered feeling or showing envious resentment of someone or their achievements, possessions, or perceived advantages. I honestly come to find that a lot of work with jealousy stems around feeling like your desires or needs just weren't met in the way that you would have liked. Or on the other hand, it can come from being extremely spoiled and entitled, feeling like you deserve everything that everybody else has. This results in a constant why me or why not me mentality. Everything becomes zero sum. I can't celebrate somebody else's wins because I directly tie that to my own losses. This can result in extreme self-centeredness, selfishness, nihilism, apathy, resentment, and just downright being rude and mean. Basically, this is what makes a hater a hater. To explore if jealousy is something to explore in your own shadow, consider completing these few journal prompts. Last but not least, let's talk about fear. Fear is a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, pain, or etc. And it happens whether or not the threat is real or imagined. Many of us fail to realize that fear is a direct link to worry and anxiety. You know, guys, I forgot to say that fear is also directly related to the pain that we've experienced in life, be it physical or emotional. So it's also worth exploring what type of pain you're avoiding and how that is guiding you. The long-term impact of fear can be really taxing, not just on our mental health, but our physical health as well. Hypervigilance is what happens when we become extremely wary of our surroundings and we're scanning every opportunity and interaction as a potential threat. It also looks like the avoidance or isolation from generally neutral experiences because of the fear of negative outcomes. On the other hand, fear can cause us to try to take control so that no outcome but ours is even possible. And while that may be considered self-sufficient, obviously there is a lot of room for dissatisfaction in your life when you recognize that you cannot control your outcome. I think I accidentally deleted this part, but I was just saying that you can't control your circumstances outside of yourself. Check out these few journaling prompts to see if fear is an area of your shadow that you should explore. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Again, my name is Lauren Victoria and I'm a therapist and spiritual coach. If you got anything from this video, please drop in the comments and let me know. I'm also offering free 15-minute phone consultations for spiritual coaching. You can find the link down in the description box below. I'll see you in another video soon and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.